Hey folks, it's been at least a week. I missed a video last week. I apologize. I was just, honestly, I've been trying to figure out the best way to get my recording done, but get my training in. My training is a lot more, I would say, intensive than when I was just running. Going out, throwing my pack, carrying my camera was not really that big a deal. It was actually very easy to do all the recordings, but now with the swimming, it's a little tough because I've now left my community pool where I was swimming alone and didn't really matter if I had a bunch of cameras to now I'm swimming in a pool down the road at a place called the La Mirada Aquatic Center called The Splash, and it is a great facility. I just found it a couple weeks ago and I needed a place because the heat in the pool was turned off. I had transitioned to LA Fitness and swimming there, but I was having to get up at 3 in the morning. It is almost 4 a.m. I was up at 3 a.m. this morning because I'm headed to the gym pool, LA Fitness, and opens at 4. Really the first time I'm trying out the swim in the morning here since my pool is officially cold. So hopefully it's not too crowded. And really wasn't enjoying swimming in that pool. 1, the pool was foggy. 2, a lot of people just walking through the pool and waiting and doing aerobics, and all that thing's great for them, but it's not very inspiring. It's not very fun for me to get in there and have to be there when the gym opens just so I can claim half of a lane with someone else that's walking with water aerobic dumbbells. So I needed something new because I was not enjoying swimming. I found this place, and the only problem is it's not very convenient for recording because there's a bunch of other swimmers and they're swimming, and so I haven't gotten comfortable enough to do too much recording there yet. The good news is I'm really enjoying swimming there. And as far as cycling, I'm continuing to do the drills. Most of my rides, 2 to 3, are on the trainer during the week, and I'm following those up with runs on the treadmill, and that I really feel like is paying off. Doing the high cadence, race cadence, along with focusing on power and the single leg drills and all of those different types of intervals. It is Tuesday morning. I'm about to hit 90 minutes on the bike trainer. Got some 3-minute intervals, 3-minute hard in the aero bars, 1-minute recovery, 90 minutes total. Then I'm gonna hit the treadmill, get 3 miles in. That's it for the day, 2 hours of training. Then food, work, life.
My thoughts have never been clearer.
Well, that is done. 90 minutes now. 3 miles on the treadmill.
Deep down, I probably knew this. I think I will be holding on to
20:56. 3 miles, about a 6:58 pace overall. Started at a 7:30. Then moved up to a 6:58, then finished with a 6:40. That was a good workout. That stuff I really feel is paying off because I did a 67-mile ride yesterday. This morning, it is Saturday, and I am headed out on a 4-hour ride. I've had some swims this week. I did a time trial 2000. I've had some runs and bikes this week, but this weekend, I've got a big 4-hour ride today. I've got a 13-mile run tomorrow with intervals in there, running around 7:30, 7:15s. But last night, I'm excited. I got my Roka Maverick Pro wetsuit. I ordered it and it came in. It's been sitting in the box for a few days. Busted it out last night. Voila. It fits. Feels good. Adjustments here. It does fit. We'll check that out later. And maybe I'll go up to the community pool where it's like 66, 67 degrees, hop in and give it a swim. But now we gotta get to the river trail.
There's something about your face, can't stop looking your way. I'm tired of the people that talk about nothing, and I'm not wasting this moment. Even though I know that letting you go would be crazy. Thinking, no, I want you for myself. I don't need anybody else.
Well, it is 5:45 in the morning. I'm about to get on the trail. It is dark still, so yesterday I picked up a light. It is an LED light. I've got one on the back here. It's pretty cool, USB chargeable, pretty much everything is now. And I put this one right here on the front, which is pretty bright. So now I can ride before it gets light. Well, that was 67 miles, felt really good. Ended up averaging 19, I think 0.1 or 0.2, and now I am headed back to the house. We have soccer today, so grab some breakfast. First game is in an hour and 20 minutes.
Leave everyone behind, you're all I think about.
I rode 3.5 hours, and keep it easy. Keep the heart rate down, don't kill myself, because I had a 13-mile interval run today, which was supposed to be really hard. Ended up averaging 19.1 over 67 miles, and it felt really good. I felt great the entire time. Tried to keep my heart rate under 145, closer down to 138, 139. With the wind, it was a little bit tough sometimes, but overall, my riding really feels like it's starting to come back and come together, because I would really, really like to average over 20 miles per hour in the half Ironman. The course is flat. Hopefully there's not a lot of wind, and I'm able to do that, because that's gonna be really one of the keys of success to me trying to get under 5 hours. As far as my running continues to improve. When I first started doing this after Trans Rockies, I was running 8:30s, 8-minute miles. I had done a half marathon, and it was my best time ever. I did an 8:34. Well, I've continued to focus on running off the bike, running off the swim even, and doing shorter 3-4 mile runs 3 times during the week. And then on the weekends, getting either a brick off the bike and then getting one long 13 to 14 mile run in. And today's run was actually 13 miles, and over that 13 miles broken up in between 1 mile segments. So I'd run 3 mile warm up, I did a 3 mile hard pace interval, and I averaged 6:58 for the first 3 miles. Then take a mile to recover, run easy. Then I did 2 miles where I ran 6:56s for 2 miles. Then take a mile easy where I was running probably 8:45s, 9:15, somewhere in there, just recovering over that mile. Then that last mile I ran 6:44s or 6:45s, followed by 2 mile cool down. And that run felt strong. I was working, my legs were burning, but overall I felt really good. There's been a lot of other things going on, just mixed in there between soccer practices and homework, and I've actually gotten some cool packages. I got my Head Sweat Ambassador package, just came in the mail last week. This hat, which I really, really love. It's got the water waves, the ocean on there. This is one of my favorite hats that they've made. I really like it. And I got some other gear. I got a bandana and a race shirt. Other thing that came in is I ordered a new wetsuit, and my wetsuit was over 12 years old. It had been through 3 World's Toughest Mudders, so it had tears in it, and it's been in the attic, and so it's just not in good shape. Was not pretty. Next Sunday, I'm going to do an Olympic distance triathlon. It'll be the first triathlon I've done in 9 years. I wanted to do a race to just kind of mentally prepare myself, go through transitions, even though it's not exactly like a half Ironman, just going through the swim, getting in the water, getting out of the wetsuit, transitioning onto the bike, riding the bike hard, transitioning into the run. I just really wanted that practice before I went into doing a half Ironman when it's been almost 9 years. So that is next Sunday, and I'm excited about it because everything's just kind of coming together. And I know that that race is gonna hurt because it is Olympic distance and it's basically all out for over 2 hours, but I am looking forward to that. The other things that have been going on are, oh, 1 second. Trying a couple new products out. I have been thinking a lot about plant-based athletes, and I am not going to transition fully to a plant-based athlete. I'm gonna dabble with it. I've thought about doing it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an effort to eat more plant-based foods regularly. So less processed food. I'm still gonna have my protein, but the supplements that I'm using, I'm gonna make an effort to try and get plant-based supplements. And one of the first ones I am trying is this one here, the Muir Energy. I think that's how you say it, Muir, I hope so. And this is a passion fruit, pineapple, banana. Very good. And it has a cocoa almond butter. I have not tried that one yet. The other thing is I do grab some bars every once in a while when I'm on the go, and I'm trying out this Go Micro bar. Protein Pleasure, peanut butter, chocolate chip, vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. So I wanted to get some bars that were not full of chemicals. A lot of times I end up hitting a convenience store because I'm headed somewhere, like I'm going to the gym right after work, or I'm going to soccer and I'm starving, and you end up getting some Metrex bar or some other protein bar or something. You just don't know what's in it, and I wanted to have some products that I have done some research on and I feel are healthier. I got a really cool bag from Speedo this week. I'll show you a picture of that. It had some jammers in it, some goggles, a kickboard, and a really cool bag. So that was awesome. Thank you, Speedo. I am looking forward to using them. I actually used the Speedo today when I went down and tried out the wetsuit, and it fit great. So I'll be sporting that. The other cool thing that happened is a company called Innerforce, and I am working with them, and they've asked me to be an ambassador. But what they are is a cycling and triathlon running apparel company. They make custom sublaminated gear, so custom tri-suits, custom cycling suits, but they also have their own designs as well. And I am working with them. I've got a very cool tri-suit coming. You might have seen it on Instagram. I'll put a picture up of it with CJ on it. I have been working on a new logo for CJ. It is green, it matches my bike. They also made me some jammers or some swimming briefs, which are very cool. So all of that stuff will be here. Hopefully my tri-suit, they say it will be here before my race. So with all of that, you can see it has been very busy, but this week is going to be a little bit lighter week. I am training every day but Friday. I will take Friday off before the race, and then Saturday I will do a light run, cycle, nothing too hard, just on the trainer, really light, just keeping the legs working. Sunday will be the race, and it'll just be a little bit lower volume. I'm actually doing higher volume swims this week. I've got 2 4,000 yard swims, 70-minute trainer ride, but overall the impact and the volume is going down a little bit this week. Just as I go into this race, I'm really training through the race, but just going into it, I want to have some fresh legs. I really want to push my pace at this race and see what I can do. As always, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and you're enjoying the content, click that subscribe button. It helps my channel, helps other people find it, and I greatly appreciate it. But I hope all of your training is going well. I hope everybody is staying motivated and inspired, and I will talk to you next week.